He's a 6-time NBA All-Star, Olympic gold medalist, a member of the 75th anniversary team. Dame time, Logo Lillard, one of the best NBA players of all time, and I believe he's the greatest rapper in NBA history. Say hello to Damian Lillard. Dame, how you doing, bro?
Good, man. How you doing?
Let's start with this. Of all the accomplishments that I just mentioned, 6-time NBA All-Star, Olympic gold medalist. I forgot to mention you're an all-NBA player. 75th anniversary team. Of those accomplishments right there, which do you think is the most significant one to you?
I would have to say the 75th anniversary team. And when I was announced on the team, I didn't even really know it was a real thing. I thought it was just, people throwing their opinion out there who the 75 best players ever were. And then when it was like announced and I saw people posting it and people, was calling me like, you on the team. I thought it was just like everybody was doing. So I was like, man, I actually wasn't even keeping track of it to see if I was going to be on the team because I didn't know it was a real thing. And after it was announced, it was a great honor for me, man. Especially with myself just playing, 10 years now. And when I got to Cleveland, it really set in. Like, man, I'm looking around like, do I belong in here with these dudes? It was crazy, and that made me realize how great of an accomplishment.
When you're in that room and you look around and you see Dr. J and Akeem Olajuwon, and you see Mike, and you see Magic, and you see all these guys, and you're like, man, I'm here. Did you reflect like, man, a kid from Oakland, a guy that they said never was gonna make it, I'm in the room with the legends?
No, it was, if there was ever any moment in my career of like validation, that was it,
Right.
And like I said, I was in there and I was looking around like, man, do I belong in here? Like, this is really the best of the best.
Right.
I played a video game with these dudes. I bought these dudes shoes, the whole nine. So like if it was ever a moment of validation, that was it. And then to have so many of them come up to me and tell me like, no, you deserve to be here. You earned your way here. So just knowing that something like this is not just a selection or a media selection of people or, random people getting to decide who the best are, that's for somebody to come up with a list like this, it was a lot of homework being done on how you will be on this list. And that, to me, that was the best feeling of all.
Dame, a lot of times when people say, well, we don't want validation, but we do. Because we want the ultimate validation. We want other greats to say, yeah, you're one of us. You're historic. You're a Pantheon great also. So to get that ultimate validation from a Magic Johnson or a Michael Jordan or whomever the greats were, to come up to you and say, Dame, bruh, shake your hand. You belong in this room.
Hey, I mean, it's a feeling that I can't even describe to you because I was literally looking around the room like that, Kareem, when Jordan walked in, I'm looking around like, man, this is crazy. Like, I'm not here to just witness this. I'm a part of this group. Like, I'm in the picture that we taking, and I got this blazer that they all wearing. It was crazy. And like you said, to hear it from those guys.
It does seem surreal. I remember being in the Hall of Fame room, Dame, and seeing Mean Joe Green and the Buckuses and these guys. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. How did I end up here? How did a kid from a town of 3,500 people went to Savannah State, to HBCU, another 3,000 students? How did I get in this room? And then you see them and they start shaking your hand, they patting you on the back. Man, I followed your career. You're an unbelievable player. Welcome to the club. Man. So it is a great feeling. Congratulations. You're well deserving of this honor. Like you said, only 10 years. So guess what? And when they have the 100th anniversary team, and there'll be young players, and you get called back for the 100th anniversary team, and then you're going to be like, man, I'm in a room with Dame Lillard. I'm in a room with LeBron. But did you ever think you would be like, you said you didn't understand with the 75th anniversary team. Did you ever think you'd be considered an all-time great?
No, I've never looked that far into it. Like I've always been somebody that's in the moment, because that's how my steps have always been in my career, not being heavily recruited, going to a small school. I've never been afforded the opportunity to just look past certain things, where it might be certain kids now that's like, I want to go to a team that fits me instead of thinking about, man, I want to try to get in the tournament. I want to get picked. I want to earn some minutes. I've always had to stay in the moment, and that's how my steps have always been. So I've never looked far enough down the line to say, I want to be one of the best ever. It was like one thing at a time. So for it to come is just crazy, man.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and become an official member of Club Shay Shay, where we do something before two something.